Breaking news, America. The moment millions have been desperately waiting for has finally arrived. President Trump has just signed the executive order authorizing the fourth stimulus check of $3,500, and the money could be hitting your bank account in the next 48 hours. But there's a catch: you need to act fast, as this is truly the final call. Are you going to be one of the Americans who receives this life-changing payment, or will you miss out completely? Before we dive into all the urgent details about this stimulus package and exactly how to ensure you receive your payment, take a quick second to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. With economic changes happening this quickly, you need to stay informed, and we're committed to bringing you the most up-to-date information that affects your finances directly. The news broke late yesterday when President Trump made the announcement from the Oval Office, citing continued economic challenges for many American families despite recent market improvements. The American people have endured enough, Trump stated during the signing ceremony. This direct payment will provide immediate relief to hard-working citizens who continue to struggle with rising costs. The $3,500 payment represents the largest single stimulus check in American history, substantially higher than previous pandemic-era payments that maxed out at $1,400. But here's what you absolutely need to know: unlike previous stimulus programs, this payment has an extremely tight timeline. The Treasury Department has been instructed to process all payments within the next 72 hours, with the first wave of direct deposits scheduled to begin appearing in accounts within just 48 hours. The question on everyone's mind right now is, will you be in the first wave of recipients? Or could bureaucratic delays push your payment back by weeks or even months? Administration officials have confirmed that Americans who have received previous stimulus checks through direct deposit will be prioritized in this first wave. However, there's an important difference this time around. This stimulus package includes new eligibility requirements that weren't present in previous rounds. Have you checked if you still qualify under these new guidelines? Many Americans who received previous stimulus payments may be surprised to find themselves excluded this time. The new stimulus check has income thresholds that have been adjusted to account for inflation and current economic conditions. Individuals earning less than $80,000 annually and couples filing jointly with incomes below $160,000 will receive the full $3,500 payment. Families will receive an additional $1,000 for each dependent child under the age of 18. But here's the critical part many news outlets aren't reporting: these thresholds are based on your most recently filed tax return. Have you filed your 2024 taxes yet? If not, the government will use your 2023 return, which could dramatically affect your eligibility. Economic experts are already weighing in on the potential impact of this massive cash injection into the economy. Dr. Eleanor Phillips from the National Economic Research Institute told us, a stimulus of this magnitude, delivered in such a concentrated timeframe, could provide the economic boost many communities desperately need. However, there are legitimate concerns about the inflationary pressure this might create. Indeed, some critics have questioned the timing and size of the stimulus, asking whether pumping over $600 billion into the economy in a matter of days might accelerate inflation, just as the Federal Reserve has begun to see success in bringing it down. What do you think? Is this stimulus check worth the potential risk of increased inflation in the coming months? Reports from Washington suggest that this stimulus program was highly contested within the administration itself, with several key economic advisors reportedly arguing against the measure. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen was allegedly among those expressing concerns about the fiscal implications, though she has publicly supported the measure since its announcement. This internal division raises questions about the long-term economic strategy of the administration. Is this stimulus check part of a coherent economic plan, or a politically motivated move as the administration approaches its first 100 days? The logistics of distributing so much money so quickly are daunting. The IRS has reportedly been preparing for this possibility for weeks, with extra staff brought in to handle the anticipated surge in traffic to their systems. But will their infrastructure hold up under the pressure? During previous stimulus distributions, many Americans reported delays, missing payments, and difficulties reaching IRS representatives for assistance. Have you experienced problems with previous stimulus payments? If so, you might want to take preemptive action to ensure you don't face similar issues this time. For those who don't have direct deposit information on file with the IRS, paper checks will be mailed beginning next week, but the timeline for delivery is much less certain. Some recipients of paper checks during previous stimulus distributions reported waiting up to 3 months for their payment to arrive. Can you afford to wait that long? If you haven't already set up direct deposit with the IRS, there may still be time to do so through their official website. though officials warn that any changes made now may not be processed in time for this round of payments. There's also been considerable confusion about how this stimulus payment might affect other benefits many Americans receive. Some social media posts have incorrectly claimed that accepting this stimulus payment could jeopardize unemployment benefits, Social Security payments, or eligibility for programs like SNAP. Let's clear this up. The stimulus payment is classified as a tax credit, not income, meaning it will not affect your eligibility for any federal benefit programs. But what about state-administered programs? Some states have different definitions of income when determining eligibility for certain assistance programs. Have you checked your state's specific guidelines to ensure receiving this payment won't affect your benefits? Another crucial detail that hasn't received enough attention is the eligibility of adult dependents. Unlike some previous stimulus programs, this fourth check will include payments for adult dependents, including college students claimed on parents' tax returns and adults with disabilities. This represents a significant change that could benefit millions of households. But here's the catch: the payment goes to whoever claimed the dependent on their taxes, not to the dependent themselves. Are you an adult dependent, or do you claim one on your taxes? Make sure you understand who will actually receive this payment. Concerns about potential scams are already emerging, with reports of fraudulent text messages and emails claiming to help expedite stimulus payments for a fee. The Treasury Department has issued warnings about these scams, reminding Americans that there is no way to speed up your payment and that the government will never ask for fees or personal information via email or text. Have you received any suspicious communications about the stimulus payment? Remember to verify all information through official government websites only, and never share personal financial information with unverified sources. For those who have changed banks since their last tax filing, there could be additional complications. If your direct deposit is sent to a closed account, the payment will be rejected and the IRS will mail a paper check to your last known address, a process that could add weeks to your wait time. Have you updated your banking information with the IRS? If not, you may want to check your status on the official IRS Get My Payment tool, which has been reactivated for this stimulus distribution. The political implications of this stimulus package are significant. Critics argue that the timing of this payment, coming shortly after President Trump's first 100 days in office, suggests political motivations rather than economic necessity. Supporters counter that the payment addresses real economic needs that persist despite improvements in headline economic indicators. What do you believe is the true motivation behind this stimulus? And more importantly, does the motivation matter if the payment helps struggling American families? Looking ahead, many are asking whether this truly is the final call for stimulus payments as the name suggests. White House officials have been careful in their wording, referring to this as the fourth and final direct payment under the current economic recovery plan. However, they've stopped short of ruling out future payments should economic conditions deteriorate. Do you think we'll see a fifth stimulus check in the future? Or is this truly the last one? As this story continues to develop, we're committed to bringing you the most accurate and timely information about this stimulus payment and how it affects you. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Also, drop a comment below letting us know if you've received your payment yet, or if you're still waiting. Your experiences help other viewers navigate this process too. Remember, with just 48 hours until the first payments start hitting accounts, time is of the essence. Check your eligibility, verify your banking information, and stay vigilant against potential scams. This could be your last chance to receive a significant direct payment from the government during these challenging economic times. Will you be ready when the money arrives? Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video with any breaking updates on this developing story.